John Bentley.
Your first mission today is to each find a street which shares your name. But Susie, while you can use as many gadgets as you like, Jason, you must go entirely without. And no tech means no tech. Good luck.
And so we both got busy with the task in hand, to find a street with our name on it. These days, when it comes to using tech to get around, we're spoiled for choice. Smartphones are everywhere, which means we have the internet wherever and whenever we want it. Back when the Gadget Show started, this was confined to WAP, or Wireless Application Protocol sites. Now you can use interactive maps with augmented reality or user-generated content via Flickr and Bing. Most modern smartphones have GPS built in, and they'll take you to your doorstep, but there's one tool that most of us just couldn't live without. Now, I've got the latest Google Nexus S phone, obviously with Google Maps on. So what I'm thinking is, if I just Google Perry, probably rather than Susie, if I put in Perry London, I'll see what comes up. Google Maps covers an astonishing 21 million miles across 103 countries around the globe, so I was pretty sure I'd find some street with my name. And then if I just zoom in, it gives me the road names quite clearly. Ah, this is taking longer than I thought.
I've had a smartphone for almost half a decade, and without it, I felt completely helpless. You know where, Bradbury Street is, dear?
No, I don't.
Jason Street? I really was at a loss.
Jason Street. Jason Street, no.
Just as I was starting to worry that I'd be stuck there, I remembered the A to Z. This is about as low-tech as navigation gets. It was written in 1935 by a woman called Mrs. Pearsall, who spent a year walking 18 hours a day in order to cover all 3,000 miles of London's 23,000 streets. Thanks, Mrs. P.
Jason Court! Jason Court!
Great! Let's go!
Using my smartphone, I'd found where I needed to go. Perry Vale Studios in Lewisham. But Lewisham is miles away, and in this traffic, you must be joking. Luckily, there was a high-tech solution just around the corner. Boris Bike! Yes, these are brilliant. You can rock up on the day and just use your credit card, or if you're in London a lot, you can register online, like I've done, and you get yourself a little key. And then all you have to do is simply put it in the membership key slot. It registers, and then you just take the bike, and what's more, up to the first half an hour, it's free. Yes! There we go. It's as simple as riding a bike.
I, on the other hand, was struggling. I needed knowledge of my local surroundings, and I needed it fast. And then I remembered the knowledge.
Excuse me, are you available for hire? Yes. Do you know Jason Court?
The Knowledge is the world's most demanding training course for taxi drivers. They need to learn the city roads inside out before they qualify, and they've been getting us to exactly where we want to be long before GPS appeared on the scene. This guy wasn't just a cab driver, he was the ultimate map.
No matter how hard I pedalled, the traffic was holding me up. It was time to ditch the bike and go off-road. Apps are brilliant for travelling. I'm going to use London Underground 10 to find my way to Perry Vale. LU10 is a map and route finder for London's Underground. There are hundreds of apps available these days for travel, from directions to translation to itinerary making, even to what carriage to stand in to get out of London tube stations the quickest. So I've got to get to Forest Hill, one change, should take about 35 minutes. Excellent. And I saved valuable minutes as contactless payment came to my aid. Londoners have been using Oyster cards for 8 years now, but you still have to remain aware of your credit and top up regularly. From next year, you'll be able to use your credit card. It'll have this little symbol on it, and use it in exactly the same way. With 14 million in circulation, you may already have a contactless credit card. And they're starting to be used in some shops right now for transactions up to £15.
The flesh and blood navigational computer that was my London cabbie had got me to Jason Court before Susie had even caught her tube train. But the race wasn't over yet. To win, I had to tell Susie I got there. And without a smartphone, that suddenly became a massive problem.
Normally, camera phone, job, you know, MMS, tweets, email, I don't know. Absolutely no idea how I prove to Susie that I'm here.
Without a mobile phone, I had no instant line to Susie. In fact, I didn't even know her number. I had to use someone's landline, call directory inquiries to get our office number, get Susie's number from them, whilst all the time she was closing in on her final destination.
I had no idea how far Jason had got on our challenge because underground I had no mobile signal. But as I made my final dash to the overground train, my phone picked up a few bars, just in time for me to receive some bad news. No way, he's already there!